Alright, we're back. This time we're gonna, first thing, so I can hopefully save some time here, we're gonna look
Well, what can
at
I hey?
our equipment. I
Anything
always
catch your eye?
typically look at armor first, just out of habit, but it doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh. You know, I personally think the beta set looks way better. I like that it actually looked kind of like a knight, like a chicken knight. Here it just looks like a, I don't know, a 1500s Renaissance noble or something. But
Yaha.
6 defense, same as a Chatacabra. Weak to water and ice. Looks like flinch free and fire resistance is our main skills. So let's take a look at that. Fire resistance. So that's like the set skill, basically. Master Mounter. It's kind of cool, I guess. Flinch free. Prevents knockbacks. Okay.
Yo.
It's alright. I mean,
You know where to
I
find
like
me.
the looks of the set, but I don't think I'm gonna.
You keeping stocked?
It doesn't have the skills that I really need.
Thanks for saving my whiskers, Hunter. I wasn't sure I would make it to base camp.
Oh, now we're gonna
And now,
have.
here I am,
Okay.
ready with the... That's sort of my job, you see. I'm a... The better you eat, the more health and stamina you'll... Here, I'm setting you up with a little thank you. What do you... Meow. I'll let you know when the next round's ready.
So we don't have anything yet, basically. But once we do, start making meals. It's a very big deal in Boston.
Have you selected your weapons?
Sounds like we're going to that.
Yeah. I hope someone there can help us.
How are you holding up?
I'm okay. I guess. So, does that weapon ever get too
He's
heavy?
pretty dismissive. He doesn't ever want to talk about himself.
Not really. I'm used to it.
I'm surprised you don't fall over backwards.
No kidding.
The support team's here.
Uh-huh. You know, we don't have feelings. I couldn't believe my eyes the first time I saw one. So many things are new to me. I was so scared when I first reached the surface and there was nothing but sand. But after I met Alma,
So, what have you been into lately?
So apparently, they live
I
underground.
like,
Is what it seems
cheese?
like.
I tried it for the first time in your country. It was delicious.
We'll have to scrounge some up.
Thank you.
Let's talk
What
again
about
soon,
cheese?
Okay.
He's
Okay.
mainly into food. Can't say I blame him. I don't know what you'd eat underground. Okay, where is this Ferdinand dude? Over here. In the tent.
Greetings, Hunter. I'm happy to inform
This guy is
you
just
that
like
we've
the
laid
biology
groundwork
guy
for our
in World.
monster studies in this region. And we can always use the assistance of a capable hunter here. Take
Field guide. I don't know what these measurements are. Like, I'm assuming it's length. But I don't know if it's like centimeters or inches. I would think inches, but I don't. This game was also made in Japan, so probably metric. Balahara. Oh, that's the worm creatures. I always like reading this stuff. It's very cool. But we'll
Thanks
get
for
into that
recalling
later.
information about the you'll note that it's current. Carry on then.
It's just kind of interesting, lore-wise, to see that stuff. Let's talk to Alma,
Got
a
a minute?
request lady.
Sure. What can I...
Oh,
Somehow I managed to be the last person to hear this, but is it true you studied under Fabius at the academy?
What? Oh, we've been traveling together, but yeah, I did. Though our fields were different, his being biology. Either way, by the time I finished, he'd roped me into joining his research team. Actually, that's when we found Nata, when we were out doing research.
you know, you gotta wonder if
Your field
he's
is cultural
biology.
anthropology, right?
Oh, it's saying right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Well, that
I
explains the
started reading up on all kinds of cultures and eras.
her picking up
and
on
that
their
brought me
thank
into
you
studying
gesture,
lots of
copying it so
languages,
fast.
which
Not that it's
motivated
hard
me
to
further
figure
my
out, but
education, and now here we are.
huh. I like that we're actually getting a backstory on some of these characters. Like, we went the whole game of Iceborne and really didn't know anything about the quest lady in that game, or really
What sort of
anybody.
things do you do for fun?
Fun? Not sure it meets one's definition of fun, but I like to dabble in archaeology. People, for the most part, haven't changed much throughout the ages. I've unearthed so many strange and unusual curiosities with such fascinating. They might not look like much, but if we ever get the chance...
I'm glad you're on the team.
I like that
Thank you. I feel
this
the
game
same.
is trying so hard to focus on character development as well, because I think it's, well, it just makes for a better story. And we've seen in the
Ready to
past
go?
when Monster Hunter focuses on a story, it's usually a lot better.
Great. My village awaits.
Especially like a fleshed out
Okay
one,
then.
not just
Ready to go.
what we saw on Rise
Harder
with,
to handle than they look.
you know, there's a story there,
Secrets
there's a,
some people have.
like a plot, but it's
Awesome. Adults. and
pretty
kids,
basic
too.
and not very,
But training them is a lot of work.
it's not really,
And only those who put in the practice
well,
can join
fleshed
the
out.
vanguard.
It's just like,
So then,
you know,
Sato...
it just doesn't
Yes,
feel
he is
like
the vanguard.
you have really much of a
Can't really
purpose
crashing
other
while
than
he's away.
hunting
What's not
monsters.
to like
That's
about this
what the
plan?
whole game is focused on, which,
So, how did you know where to find us before?
I was on my way to your camp to give you the sacred when they picked up your scent.
of course, it
I
is
didn't even have
Monster
to
Hunter.
find you. They did.
Still, it's like, it's kind of nice to have an overarching story that's the premise of the game instead of treating it like an arcade game. But you know, the arcade side of it has its place too. And it's not like they've taken anything away from the gameplay. Quite the opposite. Like, they've really done well with everything, it seems like, in this game.
Greetings, brother. May we enter?
Greetings! I'll tell the elder you're here.
This way, friends.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's go!
It's interesting that she's an anthology. Cultural anthology is her thing. Like, that's really never been the case for a quest lady. It's always been biology.
What's
Kunafa?
that sound? It's so
Kunafa?
pretty.
Kunafa?
That's the gem chimes. They keep the monsters out of the village.
It's
Oh.
almost like music.
I wonder how that
Come
occurs. But that's cool, we got an answer to that. The soundtrack is
What's all
awesome.
the fuss about?
Who's that? What's that on his back? It's huge! Hey!
I guess they really haven't seen a weapon before.
What the? Oh, it's a baby sacred.
Ah.
That's awesome.
I'll tell my family to start getting everything ready for you. Do you mind waiting a little while?
I mean, I
Not
really
at all.
just
Actually, this might
it
be a
just
good
makes the
chance to
game
talk to the
so much
villagers.
more interesting.
I want to ask them about Nata.
I'll have a look around. Me too! Me
I don't know
too!
why they didn't try
Okay,
this
we'll meet
earlier.
up later.
You gotta wonder,
Shall
like,
we?
that jacket is also the Carabineers jacket. Like, the
Come on,
same
Alma.
thing.
Let's
I
go.
wonder if she's like a relative,
All right, but
or
remember
if
what I
she
said about
was
being
Little Miss
respectful.
Ford. It's hard to say, but
I
it's
know.
cool. You gotta wonder if they'll
Whoa,
ever go into
check
that.
out this stonework!
Yeah, it's like they're preparing for something.
I like the spiral design. It looks kind of like an ammonite.
Look, Alma. Sacred eggs.
This must be a hatchery. Be still. We don't want to frighten them.
That's
Okay.
super cool. Their eggs look just like a dinosaur egg.
That gentleman doesn't seem to be busy. Why don't we try him?
This guy? He's very serious looking.
The storm will be here soon.
Any day now. We need to stockpile more water.
I agree. We've not nearly.
Come in. Don't be shy.
This the elder, I'm guessing.
Children have told me much about you. Sit, for we have matters to discuss.
Oh, it actually wants me to sit. Very cool.
Hello. Can you speak to the elder of this village?
I am she. Come in. Be welcome.
I think she
I've
knew
heard how
that.
you
She
saved
didn't want
Nona
me
and
to sit.
Isai. Thank you.
We're just glad they're safe. Thank you for inviting us into your village.
I wish we could be better hosts, but the sand tide approaches, and we are
Santa.
busy readying for the storm. The sands come alive this time of year, like a wild beast bristling with lightning. Once your business here is concluded, you should find shelter.
Before that, we'd like to ask you something. Have you ever heard of a people known as the Keepers? We're trying to locate this boy's home.
Keepers? No, I can't say the name is familiar. But child, you're so young. How did you... Oh, forgive me. I should not ask such painful questions.
It's all right. Thank you so much for your time.
Wow. So
Nata, let's look around the village some more.
basically, there was a
Did you
giant
see which
sandstorm
direction
coming.
Gemma went?
She was looking at those
Hey,
stones before.
look. What's that stranger carrying?
It looks dangerous.
Hey there. What's this?
It's kind of cool that
You've never seen someone use wilk drops before?
everyone seems so
Yo, Hunter, what'd you find?
suspicious of this. Like,
Hang on, what is
maybe
this?
even a little threatening.
How does it work?
It's
Can you
very
show me?
realistic. You know, like obviously,
It's called.
you got a
wilk.
stranger
You
coming in.
just toss
He's
it
never
into the
seen a
fire.
weapon before, and he's packing this
Huh?
huge weapon around.
Did you see that? It flared up like some kind of fuel. Definitely something strange about it, though. You ready to head over to East Side's place?
We're ready for you. Come on inside. Please, come in.
Welcome.
Greetings. Thank you so much for inviting us. We're travelers from the West, my friends and I here.
Yes, of course. You help my grandchildren. Tell me how I can help, and I shall.
Welcome to our home.
Thanks.
Please, have a seat.
Thank you so much again for your warm hospitality.
It's the very least we can do. We hope you enjoy the meal we prepared.
Eggs? Pizza? Wow.
So tasty. Yes, thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, it's making me really hungry.
As we gather here together, may we so share in the wind's bounty. Please, help yourselves.
Yes, yes.
You heard him.
Oh, I'm all unarmored and then. Damn.
It's so fragrant. Do you use a special kind of flour?
I don't know about special, but it pairs well with the beans.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Basically like pizza.
Nothing like home cooking.
That's very cool. How they have their own. It's actually representing their own culture, like so much better than previous games.
Thank you.
Like
for
you
the
were kind of
delicious
left to
meal.
wonder
I'm
about all
very
this stuff,
grateful. And when you were so busy too.
but now it's like focusing on it now.
Nonsense. We're delighted to have you.
That instrument,
It didn't feel
like,
right parting the way we
it's a
did.
pot with a hole in it, but it's very cool.
What's this about an approaching sandstorm?
It'll be here before long, and we have to make sure the village is prepared.
I'm told that there's intense lightning as well as wind. It must be an ordeal.
Yes, but one that the village needs in order to survive.
What do you mean?
After the sandstorm comes the new spring, when life is restored to all the earth.
You can't mean the wasteland out there.
I do, and our patience is rewarded with a season of bounty.
Huh. So he's basically saying that after this sandstorm comes through, it's gonna change everything. Like, it's gonna be lush.
I heard that Nata has been searching for his people. The brave child.
They're called the Keepers. Have you heard of them?
Oh, I wish I could say I have, but I have not.
Huh.
You must miss your people.
I do. With all my heart. I don't know if I have a home left to return to, but I have to believe they're okay.
Yeah, considering his age, he's handling it
We
pretty
sighted
well.
a monster with long, thick fur near the village.
That sounds like a Doshaguma. They never used to venture out of the forest.
There's a forest?
Yes, up the river and beyond the grasslands.
Well, that
We've been
explains the
encountering
water.
Doshaguma a lot recently. They attack our livestock, so we keep them penned up here. Fortunately, the gem chimes protect us.
A bunch of ornaments make you feel safe?
Yes, you see, this region is home to
I
a
think
creature
she's
that people in the
Carabineer's
Doshaguma fear.
Daughter or
And it
granddaughter.
just so happens that the gem chime stones sound a lot like that monster.
And that's enough of a
So I noticed her
deterrent.
hair is kind of white,
Interesting.
like his was.
I suppose we'll take our leave now. Thank you for the wonderful food and company.
There's no rush for you to leave.
That's very kind, but we know how much preparing you have to do for the sandstorm.
Thanks for the grub. Best I've had in ages.
I feel more ready to hunt than ever.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's start heading back to base camp.
Huh.
So, what's next?
I still don't get how those wind
Let's
chimes
head to the
protect him.
forest.
Something
Right,
about the
and
sound
maybe we
must
should look into the Doshakaman while we're at
be a
it.
deterrent, but I'm not sure how that works.
But for today, let's rest. We can start our investigation fresh tomorrow.
Nata can ride with me. How about we meet up on the path to the forest and go from there?
Perfect. See you all tomorrow then.
Chapter 1 complete. Skill points. Oh.
We should prepare properly before heading to a new area. Gemma and Nata said they'll catch up.
Well, let's see if I can do anything.
Catch the latest news here.
I think we can stop here. This will be a good stopping point. So, let's make this next episode, or on the next episode, we're going to focus on preparing for these Dashagoma and seeing kind of what we need to do. So, until then, I'll see you in the next one.